Hi and welcome back to another rhythmical episode in the Music Theory for Beginners course. Today let's look at combining 8 notes with 16 notes to create more complex rhythms. And to make this as simple as possible, we're going to look at this in isolated one-beat context. Let's take the tour. Okay, so our first rhythm here is an 8 note followed by two 16 notes. And we have all these within a single bar. And if you remember your 8 notes, they have a single flag, and the 16 notes will have two flags. And this is how we print the 8 note and two 16 notes when they are combined or connected in the same beat. And let's first quickly hear how this sounds. As an old drummer, I often recommend that you feel or that you count the highest division or the fastest division within your body or within your head when you try to play more complex rhythms or slower rhythms. Because frankly, it's going to help you land the note values more exactly against the beat divisions. So when learning rhythms like this, it can be really helpful to convert it to first the highest subdivision or the fastest subdivision, which would be 16 notes. And if we look at that beat, that first beat in this measure, converted to 16 notes, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a. But we just skip counting that second E, so to speak, the second 16 notes. So that would be 1 and a 1 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 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 da 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 da. So we still feel that 16 notes division within our body, but we skip counting that second 16 note. And if we flip that rhythms, we have two 16 notes and an 8 note. We get 1, 2, da 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 da, 1 E and 1 E and. So let's hear that with a metronome. Yeah, so in the previous episode we talked about introducing silence into our notation, the rests. And we talked about the quarter rest. Now let's look at the 8 rest. In our current example, we actually have two different rest types already. We have the quarter note rest and a half note rest. And we use this to fill out the rest of the measure, because this first beat of the measure, we have the 16 notes and the 8 note. And then for the second beat of the measure, we have the quarter note. And then we need to fill out the two additional notes, or two additional silent notes. And we use the half note rest to fill out that space. Now let's take a look at what happens if we delete this 8 note. We get a second rest type, which is our 8 rest. We have two 16 notes, and we need some kind of symbol to fill out the rest of this first beat, because two 16 notes doesn't fill up a whole beat, as you probably know. We need 4 16 notes to fill up a whole beat, like so. But if we delete these two last 16 notes, let's hear this in action. And when voicing this, we can just use the two first syllables of the 1 E and, so to speak. So 1, 2, da 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 da, 1 E, 1 E, 1 E. Now for a fun little experiment, let's reverse this so we get 8 rest and then two 16 notes. So let's move these 16 notes after like this. We have the 8 rest and then the 16 notes. And let's hear this in action. So you can hear that these notes will catch you a little bit off guard, so to speak. And this is what you call a syncopation. Okay, so what is syncopation? Generally in a 4/4 beat rhythm, you have the accents on the 1 and 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 3. Now if we change the accents to a syncopation, so we accent the 2 and the 4, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can hear, the rhythm sounds a little bit off and it catches you a little bit off guard. And that's exactly what happens here if we place the 16 notes on the syncopation, so to speak, in the middle of our beats. So in 16 notes we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 1 E and a and a and a and a da 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 da. So it will sound a little bit off. Yeah, so now jump on your favorite instrument and practice these rhythms. So turn on the metronome, maybe at a slow tempo of 65 BPM, and maybe play the root and the fifth, something along the lines of. And then in reverse. Right, so that's all for this episode. See you in the next one. Bye!